Hey everyone, this is an Atari 2600 joystick. I actually got this in a whole lot of just mystery, untested stuff, which most likely means they tested it and it was broken before they sold it to me. But that's fine, I kind of expected that. If I still have a photo, I'm gonna upload it here of the lot of mystery things that I purchased. I don't remember if that photo is still on my phone or not. So this Atari joystick was at the bottom of the tote with an Atari 2600 and an Atari 2600 Junior, which both ended up working, and I posted a video of them on my Patreon/channel members section of just testing those out. This also works, but unfortunately the boot is not really attached, which is pretty simple. There's just a little ring that kind of holds these in place. But just to show you this does work, I have a handy little tool here that you can plug a controller into, and then you can test to make sure that all of the directions are working on the controller. So everything is working on this, which is fantastic. So we're just gonna take this thing apart and we're gonna fix that. And also you can kind of see where there was some orange paint on here from before. Unfortunately, it's all worn off. I'm gonna touch that up just so it looks a little nicer. So let's get this thing apart. I think that's actually just missing a screw. I'm just noticing only 3 screws came out and there's 4 screw holes. It's mildly concerning, but oh well. Here's our little PCB here. We're gonna take our little button out along with the spring. There should be just these little clips here that we just kind of have to press up on. And that should raise this little lip up. So I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully you can see there's just this little lip right here that all we're doing is pressing up on this here just to raise this up. So now all we're gonna really need to do is just kind of, actually, you know what, before we do that, let's clean this off. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping the gun a little bit. This is a little gross. This is probably the best time to really get in those ridges and clean it off, because that dust will accumulate in there. All right. All we really have to do is just kind of make sure this little plastic ring is lifted up, and then just try to slide our little rubber boot underneath it. Boom, there we go. And then just have to line this thing up here, right like so. And we'll just put this all back together now. Oh, spring fell out. No! We should just make sure that I didn't break anything taking it apart and putting it back together. Okay, everything still works. Cool, let's just touch this up a little bit here, just to make this look all nice and clean. We have a little droplet there. All right, I feel like that looks decent enough. You know, it's better than it did. So I'm pretty happy with that. And we have a nice restored working Atari 2600 controller. Just obviously gonna let the paint dry for a bit. I know the paint job wasn't perfect. I'm not good at painting, I never claimed to be. I do feel like this paint marker is pretty close to the original color. If anyone has a better color match, let me know, but this is pretty gosh darn close. So there we go, it's working. We fixed the boot, we painted it up, looks good, works, and now it can be enjoyed again once the paint is dried on it. Hope this was entertaining, and obviously thank you to all of my Patreon and channel members. I appreciate all of you guys. You are the best, and catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.